Just want to talk, chaps, as we wait for Mikel Arteta to join us live from Molineux, about this title race and how staggered it is now. Of course, that is the nature of the Premier League these days. You're not all going to play at the same time right up until that final day of the season where they do all kick off. But Arsenal can play again. So they could technically, Robbie, get to 77 points before City play again. City are on 73. If Liverpool were to win their game tomorrow and then win their game on Wednesday, they would get to 77 points as well. So they would both be 4 points clear of Manchester City. How big psychologically is that?
I think it's quite big. I think it's quite big.
For who? For City or for those two teams?
I think it's for those two teams. It gives them an advantage. It puts pressure on Man City, no question. Because when they come back, they know there's no room for error if all these results pop into place and the gap is there. That's not easy. We had a little look at the Man City highlights and some of the game in the semi-final. Sloppy. Chelsea, we saw from the highlights, could have scored 3 goals in the space of 20 minutes with Jackson's opportunities there. So they ain't playing at their best. They're not superhuman. They've had these games. They're going to continue to try and get back on their level keel. Now they're out of the Champions League, which I guess doesn't help the others. But, I mean, we know they've got a great squad, but there's not many games left now. If they do have some kind of blip or what's happening with Erling Haaland, I don't know what his status is, you're 4 points behind, you know, that's added pressure.
Agree?
Yeah, there's no time, as Robbie said. For me as a player, to give you some perspective, you get this 4-point gap. You rarely get to exhale. So you play on a Saturday, you go 2 points clear, and then City play, and then they leapfrog you again. This gives Arsenal an opportunity to go 4 points clear and then sit back and go, okay, City, let's see what you do. And by the way, as Mustoe said, if there's an even slight blip from City, no recovery time. There's barely any games left.
All that being said, it's not going to be easy for Arsenal and Liverpool to win these games we're talking about, to get to that point. Mm-hmm. But if they do, yeah, game on.
We've got Arsenal's game against Chelsea on Tuesday, and as we saw today, they had their chances, Chelsea, but Nicholas Jackson out of form at Wembley today. But you don't ever know, although, as we were saying earlier on, you don't actually ever know ever in the Premier League with anyone that you're playing, because we all try to predict every week and end up with custard on our faces.
Yeah, I think Chelsea are a funny team. They are a funny team. There's moments, again, we're watching the game today, they put some passes together. Malo Gusto love it right back. The midfield player's looking better now. Cole Palmer is that player that can pop up and score and do anything against you. So they're kind of a dangerous animal, I think, to play on Tuesday against Arsenal, isn't it? And Arsenal got to find some rest, find some legs.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. And for even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock. And be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you there.